Hi you guys, I hope you are having an awesome day so far. I am finally sitting down to film my September favorites. September is gone, thank goodness. September is one of my least favorite months. So I am very, very happy that it is gone and it is October, which is one of my favorites. October and November. I love October and November. So, quick hair update since the last video I did where I just dyed it. In like a week and a half, it has faded like crazy. It's now like super, super bright pumpkin orange, which is surprising. I didn't think it would fade that fast because usually my hair tends to grab onto oranges and hold like orangey tones. But of course, red dye molecules are smaller, and I kind of got spoiled having the mint green and blue hair where it lasted forever. And this is like just a couple shades short of being peach. So I think this will like fade to peach within like 3, maybe 4 more washes. But I don't want it fading out that fast because I actually love this color. So I will probably be topping it up pretty quickly because I love this so far. And you gotta admit, this is like the perfect color for October. All right, but anyway, things I have been loving in September. I did get to try a whole bunch of new products in September, so I have a lot more favorites this month, which is awesome. And then I'm also trying a few new products in October as well. But I'm kind of being careful with products because I had some major breakouts. They're covered really, really well right now. But like this whole section of my face is just nothing but acne right now. I think it's from too much caffeine. I think, but it could be some of the products I've been trying. So we will see. But anyway, let me jump into the favorites. I'm going to start with beauty favorites like always. That way, if you guys don't want to hear about the current foods and stuff I'm obsessed with, then you can just enjoy the beauty part. But let me get into this real quick. So first off is something I've mentioned in every video lately, and I finally bought a full size. This is the Revlon Volumizing Mascara. This mascara is not advertised. It's not hyped up. The only reason I found this was because someone who works in my local Target had samples of this, and she was like, here, try this, give it a shot. And I freaking love it. It's what I'm wearing right now. I've been wearing it constantly. I will say I was worried that the full size won't be as good as the sample. It is, and easier to apply, of course, because the wand's larger, but it's so freaking good. I love this mascara. The only thing is it doesn't hold a curl very well, but it's volumizing. It's super black, and it doesn't clump at all, which is like amazing. I love the way it makes my lashes look. I'm very happy with this. Also, most mascaras tend to transfer right underneath my eyebrows during the day because of how much I curl my lashes. This one transfers a tiny bit, but not nearly as bad as a lot of the ones I've been using lately. So I'm a huge fan of that and would highly recommend trying that mascara. Also, it's super cheap. The other thing I've been loving is this. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Of course, you guys know this was going to show up on this channel. I've used mine quite a bit. This is what it looks like. I am wearing it right now underneath my foundation. I think this is probably my favorite primer. You only need a tiny little bit. It goes a really long way. It fills in your pores beautifully without looking like cakey or thick, and it doesn't freaking ball up. Like, I can put this over oil. Like, I have rosehip oil on my face right now. I put this over the rosehip oil, and then I put my foundation on, nothing balled up. Like, this reacts so well with every single skincare routine and every single foundation and concealer I've tried it with. I'm like amazed. This works so good. My next favorites are actually products I've been around for a really long time, but I finally picked up full sizes of these because I wanted to get back into tight lining my eyes again. I still don't do my waterline a whole lot, but your tight line right like underneath your lashes. I hadn't been tight lining for years because I couldn't find an eyeliner I liked and it was driving me crazy, and it would get onto my contacts. Like even the Marc Jacobs one would get onto my contacts. It was just not good. And then the other day I was like, I really, really want to tight line my eyes, look for a black eyeliner, and I had a very, very old sample of Urban Decay's Perversion, tried it, and it didn't freaking move. And I was like, wait a minute. I used to use this all the time. Why did I forget about it? So when they were actually doing the 21 Days of Beauty, these went on sale for like $12. So I went ahead and grabbed 2 of these. These are the 24/7 Glide On eye pencils. I got them in Perversion and then this gorgeous dark brown called Whiskey. I love this color so much. These are just beautiful. These are so pretty. I wish I had grabbed more colors now, but I wasn't sure what to get and I didn't want to spend like $100 on an eyeliner. But they're so freaking pretty. I love them so, so much. I have been wearing them almost every single day. I like that it helps thicken up my lash line, makes everything look a little bit more defined, and I like that they're blendable, but they set down really fast. I haven't tried using them on top of my lid a whole lot, but I almost want to try doing like a smoky wing liner with these and see how that looks. Next thing I have is another pencil product, and this has been out for a while. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. Now I have had this one, the Goof Proof Brow Pencil, for a very long time, and I do like it. And I had this one in shade 3. But the thing with this one is if you have thin brows, it can be difficult to use because of the triangle tip. And shade 3 was kind of dark. Most of my brow products are matched to just a shade darker than my roots. But I was kind of getting tired of having very, very dark brows because my brows are naturally very blonde. So when I tend to go so much darker with my brows, I can look a little bit harsh, almost severe, like school vice principal, you're going to get in trouble, come see me kind of severe. And that's not what I've kind of been going towards lately. I've been leaning more towards softer, more romantic, girly looks, I guess. And so I decided to pick this up because, again, I think it was on sale. And this is the shade 2.5, which is the neutral blonde. What's insane is 2.5 doesn't look that much lighter than 3, but when it's on my brows, it looks so much softer. Like right now, I have this pencil, and then I used the Gimme Brow in 3 over it, and it looks just so much softer and gentler, and I really, really like it. And then I've also been using this by itself quite a bit as well. Also, I like the Precisely better than the Goof Proof Brow. I love that it is so, so super fine. This is so much nicer in my opinion for drawing on your brows, especially if you have thinner brows like I do, or you have to fill in a lot of missing hair spaces. It's easier to work with. I just like smaller brow pencils in general. All right, next up is a ColourPop lip gloss I grabbed. This is one of their new colors. It's called PS. And it's a goldy peach, and it's what I'm wearing right now. I love this color so freaking much. It is so pretty. That's what it looks like. It's just very soft and peachy, and it's moisturizing. It isn't sticky, and it doesn't do that weird goopy line thing, which is huge for me. So I really, really like this. This is actually the first ultra glossy lip I've tried from ColourPop. I hate admitting that, but I'm gonna have to buy like 600 more of these because this is probably my new favorite lip gloss. As far as quality, I would put this on par with Buxom lip glosses, minus the whole tingling, plumping thing that all the Buxom ones have. And I like this a lot better. Also, there's like hardly any smell to these at all. Do these even smell? Okay, very, very lightly. Like there's a very, very light candy smell, but it's not like some of the NYX ones that smell like cherry cough syrup or like ones that are really strongly vanilla. This is just a light candy scent. Plus, I like that it doesn't do that weird thing that you sometimes get with really pigmented peach glosses where you get those weird lines, like all the pigment seeps into the lines in your lips. It's perfect. Like, this is a perfect freaking formula. I love it. All right, next up is the Morphe and Jeffree Star Set and Refresh Starberry Mist. You guys have been recommending me trying the Morphe mists because I love the Urban Decay All Nighter, but it's a very matte setting spray, and I was looking for something dewy. Would you guys believe that I like freaking covered my face in powder this morning to help cover up all this acne? And I also have full coverage foundation on because my skin looks translucent and dewy. I freaking love this. This is so, so good. Like, it's amazing. I love it. I will forever probably own Morphe setting sprays now because it's just beautiful. It makes your whole face. It gives you that translucent glass skin look even when you've caked your face with powder. Like, I don't know how it's possible, but it does, and it just looks really, really pretty, and it gives you that softer, natural finish. All right, my last thing for beauty today is the palette I'm wearing on my eyes. Of course, this is the Morphe and Jeffree Star palette that I just did a review of. I love this palette so much. I have used this palette every single day. I took this palette on an overnight trip to Philadelphia. By the way, I put this loose in my suitcase. I only had enough stuff in my suitcase for one night, so everything was like rattling around and falling around and banging all over the place. Nothing happened to this palette. It's like in perfect condition. The colors are beautiful. You can do really soft everyday looks, or you can go really, really glam with it. I love it. It's a perfect palette, which is rare that I say that. I really can't look at this and think of anything that is missing from this palette. And I will say the amount of shades that can be used as highlights in here are insane. Like right now I have Dog Mom as a highlight, and it's just amazing. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades that you can use as lighter highlights. Like, it's beautiful. It's just stunning. I really want to play with the pinks in here more. I haven't had a chance to play with those yet. I might play with those in an upcoming video sometime soon. But I would highly, highly, highly recommend, if you haven't checked out this palette yet, go and check it out. I think it's beautiful. I think Jeffree and Morphe did an incredible job on it, and I'm just so, so impressed. All right, you guys, that is all my beauty favorites for September. I do have a couple more favorites I wanted to share with you guys. First of all, I got a pair of boots. We all know I love boots so much. And I saw these, and I tried on like every single pair in DSW, and then I saw these and I fell in love. These are freaking gorgeous. I love them. They're high-heeled. They have really thick tread on them. I know touching the bottom of my shoes is gross. I will sanitize my hands after this. They have really, really heavy tread, which is important, and they have a nice chunky heel. I love wearing boots during the winter. I have a pair of flat boots, but I don't love always having no other options. These look like they're gonna have enough traction that I can wear them when it's slightly icy out, which is amazing. They zip up, like they seriously zip up both sides, but you don't have to untie them because the insides will zip. And you can put them on that way. I love the freaking buckle on the outside. These are by GBG. which is like an offshoot of Guess. So this is a Guess brand. These were $60, I believe, at DSW. Normally, I don't spend that much on shoes. I'm freaking cheap when it comes to shoes. Like the sneakers that I've been wearing for like the past 2.5, 3 years were like $30 on clearance. I'm so cheap because I'm really, really rough on my shoes. I tend to wear a pair until they die. The only shoes I'm not super rough on are like my 5 and 6 inch heels that I typically only wear a couple times a year. But I figured it was a good investment because I knew I would wear these a lot. I would keep them for several years. And I wanted to get better at buying higher quality items that would last longer and look nicer longer. And not being so cheapy on like my own stuff, if that makes sense. So anyway, it did take me a few days to break them in. I got some pretty nasty blisters. Most boots take some breaking in time, and I was stupid and wore them without socks the first time I wore them and ended up with some massive blisters. But now I have some thicker, heavier socks, and me and the boots have made peace, and we're all getting along very nicely. And for my food favorite, this is a recent find at my local Korean grocery store. I absolutely love it there. It's so amazing. There's a few things he doesn't carry that I have to get when I go down to Columbus, but he started carrying these, and I'm obsessed with these. These are red bean steamed buns, and there's 3 in a pack, and you wrap them in a paper towel and microwave them for a minute, and they're freaking insane. These are like the best snack ever. They're so, so, so good. So if you haven't tried red bean steamed buns before, try these. I'm sure any brand is good, but I really, really like these ones. They're really, really yummy. And anything that I can pop out of my freezer and throw in a microwave, I love, because I've been so busy that cooking has just not really been an option lately. Okay, so my last favorite is a book, of course. I actually got a bunch of books in my library app this month, but I haven't been able to finish them all. A lot of them ended up going back to the library before I could finish them. So I had to put them back on hold. So I'm waiting to finish them. So once I get them finished, I will probably put those in my October, oh my goodness. I will probably put those in my October favorites. But the one book I did manage to finish this month is called I Believe in a Thing Called Love, and it's by Maureen Goo. And oh my goodness, this book. I love young adult fiction, like teen and young adult fiction, because so many novels that are written for like adults are just so heavy and dark and depressing and miserable. And it's like just negative thing after negative thing after negative thing. So I like reading happier things, because when I read, I either read to be entertained or informed. So I'm usually either reading young adult fiction or nonfiction. That's pretty much what I read the majority of the time. But anyway, if you like young adult fiction and you like Korean dramas, you will love this book. Oh my gosh. The whole premise of the book is this girl follows steps that she figures out from watching Korean dramas to get a boyfriend. And it's freaking adorable and so cute. And she actually uses actual Korean dramas as examples. Like, she doesn't make up, like the author didn't make up random Korean dramas. She actually used Korean dramas as examples in the book. Like, it's so good. It's so cute. I love it. It's a really easy, light, comfortable read. It's super cute. I would say, depending on your reading speed, you could probably read it in like 2 or 3 days tops. And I just love it. I actually was in the middle of reading another book by the same author when it got sent back to the library because I ran out of time. So I have that on hold to read again. It drives me crazy, but I really do like using my local library as a resource, and being able to do that online is amazing. It's just not being able to renew books on the app drives me nuts because I can't always get to everything because you put books on hold and say you have like 15 things on hold. One thing could come in like one thing a month, or you could have 4 things come in on the same day. So sometimes you can really struggle to get those finished. But as for show and movie favorites, I really don't have any this month. We're still watching Game of Thrones very, very slowly. We're down to watching like maybe 1 episode every 2 weeks, which is driving me crazy, but it's just because we've been so busy. We haven't had time to sit down and watch hour-long episodes of anything. And then when I have time to sit down and watch anything lately, I've just been catching up on YouTube videos because there's so many vloggers that I follow that I love that I'm like, I haven't watched a video from you in like 3 weeks and there's like 18 videos now, and I just feel like I have to watch everything on 2 times speed, which I don't actually like doing because then everyone sounds like chipmunks. But I'm like, I can't watch it all. So I've been having to be very particular what content I'm watching lately just because I haven't had that much time. But anyway, that is everything for my September favorites. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It really helps support my channel. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe. I put up new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Though to be honest, Mondays are kind of a hit and miss. It depends on my schedule. If I skip a day or miss a day, then it's usually a Monday, and I'm sorry for that. But Wednesdays and Fridays are almost guaranteed. And you guys can also keep up with me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm pretty much everywhere, and all the links for those are down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye.